you think you could be in danger, you are in danger.
Just want to be a normal, anonymous lawyer.
Can you tell us where She-Hulk is?
Jen, you're a story now.
From a true crime series featuring the late Ray Liotta to a slate of fantasy spin-offs, there's something for everyone streaming this summer. Our TV critic Dheepthika Laurent is here to break it all down for us. Hello, Deepthi.
Hi, Alison.
And Deepthi, you are starting with one of my personal favorite shows, Stranger Things, which has finally released the second part of season 4.
That's right. Our favorite 1980s teenagers from Hawkins, Indiana are back for part 2 of this 4th season. Part 2 is actually just 2 episodes, 2 movie-length episodes, 1.5 hours and 2.5 hours long, respectively. Season 4 continues to focus on the upside-down villain Vecna, who's a sort of humanoid monster.
Well, Netflix says that season 4 of Stranger Things is only the second show after Squid Game to clock in 1 billion hours viewed in the first month. Let's take a look at part 2 of season 4.
He's not going to stop. Not until he's taken everyone. Let's do it.
But I have this terrible feeling. It might not work out for us this time.
Now, season 4 has been epic for many reasons, not least of all its incredible music.
That's right, because Vecna, the whole deal with Vecna, this villain, is that he tortures his victims by bringing up painful memories in their past. And so the Hawkins kids figure out that the only way to fight him is by playing the victims' favorite songs, and this is where we get some incredible music.
Okay, it's working. Let's go.
Well, you know, Alison, the show's been really clever in playing to its 1980s cultural references, and that song there, Metallica's 1986 classic, Master of Puppets, has enjoyed renewed success among a young generation. It's shot right up to the top of the music charts, thanks to Joseph Quinn's character, Eddie Munson, really shredding his guitar in this incredible solo while he's in the Upside Down.
I have to say, I myself am not usually a Metallica fan, but I did listen to this song after that episode. Perhaps the main anthem of this season, though, was Kate Bush's song, Running Up That Hill.
What a rousing anthem, isn't it, Alison? An epic scene that saw Sadie Sink's character Max breaking free from Vecna to this incredibly rousing song by Kate Bush, Running Up That Hill. That song has gone on to smash the music charts as well and break Guinness World Records in the process 37 years after its first release.
I have been listening to that one again, too. Now, Deepthi, I read that Netflix briefly crashed when the show dropped because of the sheer number of people who were all trying to watch it at the same time. What should people expect from this season overall?
Look, I have a gripe with this season is that the episodes are just getting ridiculously long and longer and longer. Is that necessary? Is it overindulgent? I'm not sure. But in any case, this season's really been, terrifying but emotional as well, mixing Russian prisons with a terrifying villain and, of course, Eleven trying to find her powers. It's been really dark, too. Without giving much away, this season is a bit of a bloodbath. Do be prepared to say goodbye to some of your memorable characters. And also, this season does set up what will be an inevitable showdown between Vecna and Eleven in that 5th and final season.
I am very excited for season 5. Now, Netflix has announced that Stranger Things will be getting a spin-off series and a new stage play. Not exactly a surprise that they are keen to keep interest going, that it is one of their most lucrative shows, especially at a time when they are losing subscribers. Now, Deepthi, we're going to move on from Netflix to Apple TV+. Their newest show, Blackbird, is a twist on the true crime genre, and it features Ray Liotta in his last TV appearance.
That's right. Blackbird is about Jimmy Keene. He's this sort of cocky, brash son of a policeman who gets caught up in drug trafficking and ends up in minimum security prison. Prosecutors offer him a way out, but he must infiltrate a maximum security prison to elicit a confession from a serial killer suspected of killing over a dozen women. Blackbird is inspired by the extraordinary true story of a convicted felon trying to entrap another inmate in exchange for his own freedom.
Larry has vivid dreams.
Tell me about him.
In my dreams, I kill women. Those are just dreams.
In this prison, where the guy is?
Maximum security specializing in the criminally insane.
You want me to check into hell and befriend the demon? Not for all the money in the world.
How about freedom?
Now, Deepthi, the real James Keene, whose bestseller led him to Hollywood, also has a producing role on this show. It looks pretty gritty in that trailer. What did you make of it?
It's a really intense show, Alison. It's very gritty. It's suspenseful. It's perfectly paced as well, 6 episodes, and seamlessly jumps between the past and present. And it's really the cast that elevates the show. You have Greg Kinnear, who's the detective investigating these murders. You have Taron Egerton, who, far cry from his flamboyant role in Rocketman, is absolutely captivating as Jimmy Keene, this sort of hardened drug dealer. There's Ray Liotta as well, who was actually ailing at the time. He plays Egerton's dying father. Their chemistry on scene is really formidable. It's one of those rare moments where you see the sort of tough exterior of Egerton's character start to sort of crack. And props to Paul Walter Hauser. He plays that suspected killer, Larry Hall. He is absolutely bone-chilling. His childlike voice, his dead-eyed expressions. And the show really does ask, is Larry Hall a serial killer, or is he just a serial confessor with a pathological need to lie?
It does sound intriguing. Now, July and August might have once been sleepy months for television, but the onset of streaming platforms has changed that, hasn't it?
It has. There's really been an uptick in superhero and fantasy shows, and there's a lot to look forward to this August. There's not one, but 3 new shows. 2 are prequels. 1 is a spin-off. Jenny Shin takes a look for us.
A new female superhero debuts in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Emmy Award-winning actress Tatiana Maslany plays She-Hulk, an ordinary 30-something-year-old Jennifer Walters, who after a blood transfusion from her cousin Bruce Banner transforms into a female Hulk. Mark Ruffalo reprises his role as Bruce Banner, and Tim Roth returns as Emil Blonsky, Hulk's arch-nemesis. Unlike other Marvel heroes, however, She-Hulk is a little more comedic.
This is going to be a woman who decides that these powers are liberating for her and that she's going to enjoy her life with them. And the fact that the show is embracing that means that there are very, very different types of stories that can be told there than what we would normally expect from Marvel Studios.
And HBO is bringing back the Game of Thrones magic with House of the Dragon.
What is this brief, mortal life, if not the pursuit of legacy?
The prequel, set a few hundred years before the events of the original series, chronicles the rise and fall of the Targaryen family as they battle through a civil war in Westeros over the Iron Throne. In exciting news for fans of the original books, author George R.R. Martin is said to be heavily involved in the production.
It remembers names.
In the Star Wars universe, Diego Luna will make a return as his character in Rogue One, Cassian Andor. The spin-off will tell the tale of the burgeoning rebellion against the Empire and how Andor became a Rebel Alliance hero. July and August are typically sleepy months in television, but this year is proving to be a boom for the fantasy and superhero genre. This September will mark the biggest television release of the year, the Lord of the Rings series on Amazon. The first season alone reportedly cost nearly $500 million to make.
I do love a fantasy series. Lots of good shows coming up there. Now, there's another genre that's been enjoying a boom in recent years, Deepthi. That's the biopic. Hulu has a new series coming up about the rise, fall, and redemption of boxer Mike Tyson.
That's right. It's called Mike, and it stars Trevante Rhodes, who you'll recognize from the Oscar-winning film Moonlight. Basically, it traces the ups and downs of the life of heavyweight boxing champion Mike Tyson. Hulu says the series also deals with things like class and race in America, fame and misogyny, and also Tyson's rape conviction, for which he served 3 years in prison.
Mike Tyson himself, though, has slammed this show as being unauthorized and uncompensated.
That's right. He actually posted in early 2021, I think it was on Instagram, he wrote that the show is sort of a prime example of how Hulu's corporate greed led to this tone-deaf cultural misappropriation of the Tyson life story. He's now deleted that post. But look, as per the show, I'm not exactly convinced by Rhodes' physical resemblance to Mike Tyson, but he does have the Tyson lisp down pat, and the show does look pretty interesting. And there is reportedly another Mike Tyson series in the works. That's from Training Day director Antoine Fuqua and reportedly Martin Scorsese, starring Jamie Foxx, but no word yet on production or release of that show.
I guess Mike Tyson might be having a moment right now.
Indeed he is.
Well, we can leave you with a peek at Hulu's miniseries Mike. That's coming out on August 25th. Deepthi, thank you so much. A pleasure as always. Thanks to all of you for watching. For more culture, you can always head to our website or find us on social media. And there is more news coming up on France 24 after this.
You need to embrace your villainy. Now I'm really gonna have some fun.